Guys, you're welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Tofunmi and I'm the creative director of official AWELEWA. So we're going to be doing the other parts of that style, or the style that I attached to this thumbnail, which is the shirt part of the style. So this is the fabric I'm going to be using, of course. It has to match the trousers, and the measurements needed I'm going to attach right after this. Okay, so I'm going to be folding, you know the drill, you know the trick. We fold with the widest part of the body. The widest part here being the bust, and the bust is 33. 33 divided by 4 is going to give us 8.5 inches. 8.5 inches plus 2 inches sewing allowance is going to give us 10.5 inches, and that is what I have here. So guys, moving forward, I'm going to be cutting the length. The length here is 23 inches. I'm adding 2 inches for the folding at the lower part and the joining at the upper part. So we have 25 inches here. Please note that as opposed to other styles where this part is going to be the front part, it's going to be the back. Remember that we are not going to be opening the back. I'm not going to be cutting the back open. So this is the back and this is the front. So for the front part, I'm going to be adding 1 inch for where I'm going to be putting the buttonhole. So 1 inch from this place all the way up. 1 inch, 1 inch, just to turn the buttonhole part of the buttonhole. 1 inch all the way. 1 inch, 1 inch. So I'm going to be cutting my length out. And then this part. So moving forward, I'm going to be cutting my neck. So the neck for the front part is going to be 3 by 3. So that is not for both sides. It's going to be 3 here by 3 down. Remember that we are not going to be cutting the neck at the back because of the color that we're going to be joining. So what I'm just going to be doing is, let me move it closer. What I'm just going to do, I'll just open it. I'll just notch it a bit. And then the shoulder, I'm going to be using 3.5 inches. 3 inches for my shoulder, 1/2 inch for the sewing allowance. Then for my armhole, I'm going to be cutting 8 inches. The usual 8 inches. I'm going to be cutting the usual 8 inches. And from this point, I'm going to be cutting my 10.5 inches, which of course is going to be at this part, at this end part. The waist from the shoulder, of course, like I have told you guys, is 15 inches plus 1 inch that we added at the top. That's going to give us 16 inches. So 16. And then we're going to be cutting our waist. My waist here is 28. Divided by 4 is going to be 7 inches plus 2 inches sewing allowance. There's no dart on this shirt. That is going to give us 9 inches. So I'm having 9 inches here. And then for the lower part, I'm just going to cut 10 inches. I'm going to add 1 inch so that it's not too tight. It's just going to be straight, not too tight. And that's it. So we join all sides together. I'm not using a ruler to join this one because the upper part of the body as opposed to the lower part is not all that straight. It's curvy, so you cannot have straight lines on the upper part of your body. So, and that's it. Then of course the curve from here to the armhole. So this is all we have to do. So I'm just going to cut. Okay, so I said I was going to explain something. I used the lower part of the fabric because I wanted a design. I wanted it to form like a design. You guys are, I'm sure you guys have seen the outcome already, because I wanted this lower part to form a design as opposed to this upper part. So I wanted the design, the flower, to be on the shirt, so that in case I just decide to pair it with something else, it's not going to give me any issues. So now to cut the neck, remember I already notched it here, so I'm just going to make a curl from here down like this, and voila, our shirt is ready. So the next thing we are going to be cutting the sleeves. We're cutting the sleeves and then the collar. So I want to use this plain part to cut the sleeves. My sleeve length is 10 inches, so I'm going to fold into 4. And my round sleeve is 11 inches, so I'm just going to add ½ inch sewing allowance. 11 divided by 2 is going to give me 5.5 plus ½ inch, that's going to give me 6. So the 6 that I'm looking for here. This is 27. So, okay, so I'm going to cut. Please make sure that you always cut this part out. It's not nice seeing this part on your clothes. It doesn't speak well of you as a designer, as a tailor. So our 10 inches. From this place, you are going to, like I talked to you about the sleeves, you are going to measure 5 inches. And the other 5 inches, you are going to measure your 6 plus ½ inch. The 6 that is a round sleeve plus ½ inch. And then you measure the 6 here. That's because this place is going to be at the armpits. And the armpit is always a bit wider than this place. So that's why we have an ½ inch. And then you make your curve to this place, straighten it down, and we have our sleeve. So please, if you have any question, feel free to drop it in the comment section. I'm going to be in the comment section answering your questions. So we have our sleeves, we have both sleeves like that, and then we move to the collar. So we are moving on to the collar now. For the collar, the length is 18 inches, and that's for the main collar. We have 18 inches and then 5 inches. So that means that if you are folding, it's going to be 2.5. We have 18 inches like this. The length is 18 inches. So we have 18. And then fold to give you 2.5 inches. Why is there a change in my voice? Okay. Okay, this is exactly 2.5. So 18 like this. So our 2.5. This one is exactly 2.5. 2.5 exactly. 2.5. 2.5. not this thing to play. Then 2.5. So we cut it out. So you now fold it into 2 like this and measure 7 from the under to make a curve here like this. So you just measure 7 like that and then make a curve, make a collar curve, and there you go. So for the base of the collar, we have the same 18 inches, just like the wideness is going to be, just that harder. The wideness is going to be 2 inches as opposed to 2.5 inches. It's not going to be as wide, of course, as wide. It's not going to be, of course, as wide as the collar. So we have 18 inches, and then we measure 2 inches all the way. So 2 inches. 2 inches, 2 inches, 2 inches. So cut it out. And after cutting it out, okay, you open it. I'm going to show you how to join it together back, but you have to open it first. So let me do it from this side so that it's going to be easier. That is it. So after opening it, you fold it and then just use your discretion to form a curve. The curve doesn't have to be as wide as the other one, just a little curve. And there you go. So that's it for the shirt, guys.